had my first baby, and the shock of, suddenly realising you couldn't just put your needs first. You do not realise how much your life's going to change, how much your needs are going to go on the back burner, at least for a while.
I didn't really predict anything, I just thought it would be just easy or whatever. Yeah, now it's kicked in.
I could predict it, but the reality is much more than you can ever prepare yourself for.
I think a lot of mums do struggle with the fact that, their own identity seems to have disappeared. Dads too feel like their life's completely changed. They're suddenly seen as a bit of a spare part or just the breadwinner. So I think it is a very difficult time. One thing that can really help is to be in touch with other people who are feeling the same as you. A lot of people find that very useful to do.
It's simple things like just making sure I got washed and dressed in the morning and had a bath, and I didn't put loads of pressure on myself to do this by a certain time.
I think it is important for you to just have time for yourself, just go out with friends, maybe just get your nails done or something.
It does sometimes feel like you're working 24/7, whether that's with work, you go home and then you're working at home, because it really is a job, particularly the first few months.
To try and force a newborn into some mythical routine is just going to make the baby upset, make you upset. I think it's better just to learn a routine together with your baby over a few months, let it evolve gradually. It is important to keep in touch with your partner physically. Just have a cuddle when you pass each other, just a hand on the shoulder says, I still remember you're there. So find out what concerns they have, any stresses that are going on. That communication is the key to not getting it too difficult. If one of you is finding they really are feeling left out, the way to make sure that doesn't happen is for you both to care for the baby. You will actually get to that point if only one of you is doing the baby. So you have to, involve your partner, and then they'll understand that, for a few weeks at least, the focus will be on the baby.
I found that when I was pregnant, loads of people had loads of opinions for me. So I'd be on the bus and old ladies would tell me to not eat this, do that, blah, blah, blah. And more when I was pregnant, I found loads of people's opinions, and I found it quite overwhelming and a bit bombarding.
You get a lot of different advice from people, family, friends, people who've been through it before, but you've got to trust your own instincts, I think.
Everybody having a baby has to find their own way. You have to tune into your baby, learn from your baby, and you are the expert on your baby. And you have to be a little bit firm with grandparents, other relatives, strangers in the street, other competitive mums, all the people who are going to try and undermine what you're trying to do. That's not to say you throw out all the advice. I mean, grandparents may have a really great bit of advice you never thought of, or your friend who's recently had a baby might equally be telling you something that's useful, but you do have to, take some of it with a little bit of a pinch of salt and try and find your own way. Be easy on yourself. You have to remember that giving birth is one of, if not the most momentous things you will ever do in life. It is a huge life change. It will change your life totally, your relationships totally. But the more you realise that you will get through this, talk to other mums who've got babies just a little bit older, and you'll realise there is a kind of light at the end of the tunnel.